Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have a plan with me for the week of July 30th through August 5th. This is going to be towards the end of our trip, and I'm not sure exactly where we're going to be, but you know, you've been watching this for the last few weeks. You've seen our progression from Seattle to New York, through the top of Europe, through, you know, England, Ireland, and then coming down through Paris. One of the last things we want to do before we leave France is go to Paris Disney. So I have a Disney kit. I don't know exactly if this is going to be the right week that we're going to be going, but we're only going to be there for a few days. So it's very plausible that we will be there at the beginning of the week and then we'll leave at the end. I will have more dates as we go, so watch my vlogs, because I totally am planning on doing vlogs the entire time, and I'll also give you guys some updates on my planner in those vlogs, so you'll be able to see how we're filling them out. You know, at the end of each week I'll show you, you know, this is what the plan looks like, by the way, because I plan on using these layouts that I'm doing as blueprints to write down all of our memories in, so that way when we get home I can fill out my memory planner easier. So here is the full boxes, and this is where dreams come true. And then we have the functional sidebar, half boxes, quarter boxes, flags, the headers and littles, the full box ombre checklist things. We have the date cover-ups, a little bit of deco, all of the glitter stuff, as well as the cover-up flags, and then the washies. So I'm not sure exactly how all of this is going to work, like I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. I'm just kind of going through now. I mean, we're in May. At the moment that I'm actually filming this, it's May, because I plan on spending all of June editing and getting all this stuff ready to go out. And I've been debating, I was going to put it all on my main computer and then just, you know, upload it all before I leave and not have to worry about it. But YouTube's been kind of stupid lately, and it doesn't always stay uploaded. Like, things will disappear. And I'm like, great, all of my plans have disappeared. And it seems to do it like once a week. I have to download stuff. And so I'm really hoping it does not happen with any of my plan with me's, and if it does, I apologize way ahead of time. Hopefully that's a glitch that they can get figured out sooner than later, because it's quite annoying actually. Getting these little circles off is also quite annoying. Okay, so we're planning on spending a couple, like 3 days in Disneyland Paris. I have a goal that I want to go to every single Disney park in the world. As of right now, I've only hit the 2-ish parks in the United States. I've done all 4 Disney World parks, as well as both Disneyland parks. But I have not done any of the water parks because we've just never gotten around to doing it. And then we also haven't done anything abroad yet. So this summer we're gonna do Disneyland Paris, and then we will get into doing all of the Asian ones soon. We had intended to do China this Christmas time frame. After Pat got home, we were gonna do like a China trip and get the 2 China Disneys done, as well as go visit the Great Wall and do all this other stuff. But everyone keeps telling us not to do China in the winter because their winters are semi-brutal and you probably don't want to visit them. So we're thinking of maybe doing Japan instead of China for this winter. And then we will do like China next summer or something. We'll do it, I don't know how we're gonna do this yet, but if my skin keeps acting up, we're probably gonna move home early. But if we move home early, then we won't have the chance to really see Asia. So we're kind of in this hit and miss stage where we have all the stuff that we want to do and we just can't quite figure out how we're going to do it all. But we are working on it. I'm hoping we'll be able to get it all ironed out, because that was my goal, was to be able to see Asia while we lived here. And funny enough, we're going to Europe instead. I think it's mostly because Asia intimidates me a little bit because the language is so different. I do not speak German, but I do know a little bit of French. So being in Paris is going to be a little less daunting. Plus, I know that most of these countries speak English. As long as you try and you're respectful, they'll treat you fine, and you don't have to worry about knowing exactly what everyone is saying, because most of them do speak English, and if they don't speak English, somebody nearby will be able to speak English. The problem with Asia is I'm not sure how much of that is true. And the accents are much thicker, so even the ones that do speak English, sometimes the accents can be very difficult, and I am terrible with languages in general. I am terrible with accents. Perk is that Chris speaks fluent German, and she speaks better French than I do. So between the two of us, we should be able to manage most of the trip, and the rest of the trip everyone speaks English. I mean, come on, in England you're gonna speak English. And so I definitely think that we'll be better off without, I don't know, I'm a chicken and I kind of want Pat with me for the Asia stuff. So we're hopefully gonna be able to do that. And even if we do move, I don't wanna move prior to being able to get some of that stuff done, because that's important to me. It's things I've wanted to do forever, and I don't want to, oh, I got the hiccups. I don't want to give it up just because my skin is acting up. So I want to make sure that we are able to make our time here fun. If that makes any sense. I feel like I'm rambling just a lot. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to it so much. I went and I priced it out, and it's gonna be about $1,400 for us to stay for 4 days and 3 nights or something along those lines. And the place that we were looking at is kind of like the cabins from Disney World. So if you've ever been to the cabins, you get like your own little cabin, and it has a little kitchen, and it has room for 6 people, and it's a nice little environment. And it sounds like the place that I was looking at, it's one of the cheapest ones that they have, is basically the same. It's basically a little cabin that they have for that particular Disneyland. I think there's 2 parks in Paris. I know there is some of the Disneylands have 1 park and some of them have 2 parks, but I'm never sure which one's which. So we are planning on having a couple of days there. I planned on 2 to 3, and when I was looking into it and I tried to find the cheapest route, it's gonna be about $1,400. And then Chris is gonna pitch in and pay for A, her ticket, and B, she's gonna help pay for the room. So we should be able to have a lot of fun there. And then food is always an issue when we would go to any of these parks, because my dietary issues are so exact. But from everything that we've heard, it sounds like Europe is much more alternative food friendly than the United States is. And so like even McDonald's in like Norway has vegan options, which I thought was pretty cool. Luckily, my husband's not gonna be with us. We don't have to worry about the gluten-free side of it. We just have to worry about the vegan side of it. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to find some good food while we're out that everybody can eat with no problem. As long as we can keep our allergies in check, I think we should be okay. But I'm really looking forward to seeing Paris Disney. I've seen some pictures of it. People I know have gone, and It's like our first step to being able to go to all of these places that I've been dreaming about forever. So I am super excited. Let's see if I have a header that I can use. Exercise, we do. Awesome. So anyways, that is the goal for this week, is to be able to go and spend some quality Disney time while we are there. And I am looking forward to being able to mark one of them off my list of to-dos. I've always wanted to be able to go to Disney's places. And I'm really excited I get to take my kids with me, because I don't know, to me, Disney parks just aren't as much fun without my kids. They are still a blast, but it's always like there's just a little something lacking. And I don't know. I just love it and I am excited. All right, where are, every time I lose them, every time I use these kits. Oh, okay, not there. Not there. Not there. Is there no habit trackers in these kits anymore? Come on. Am I just not seeing them? Am I blind? Am I overlooking them? I was overlooking them. There they are. I have a feeling I was overlooking them. Ooh, I had a sneeze. All right. Ooh. I sneezed so hard I gave myself a hot flash. That's awesome. Really, really stellar awesomeness that my body hates me. It just hates me. All right, so we still have the weekend banner to do and the date cover-ups to do. So we'll start with the dates and then we'll do the weekend banner. But yeah, so we have the place that we know where I want to stay. I've priced it out. We just need dates. And that's been the problem the whole time, is that I can't plan too far ahead because I don't have dates. As soon as we hit Europe, I'll be able to make all of our reservations. It's probably part of the reason why I want to do in the order that I've been planning this, is because I want to be able to plan a little bit ahead. So I'm hoping they don't run out of rooms. That's why my biggest concern is that we won't get to go to Disney because we'll run out of places to stay. But I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying to, you know, it'll all work out. We'll be fine. We may have to stay like in one of the downtown Disney resorts instead of staying on property. But that's okay too, as long as we don't find one that's super expensive, like we did in Disney World. So Pat made us reservations for this place in Disney World, and it was supposed to be a little bit cheaper than staying on property, but it was supposed to be super, super nice. So I was like, all right, cool, I can do that. We ended up staying there for one night, and it cost so much more than it would have cost just to stay on property for that one night because of all the fees. At least when you go into one of the Disney resorts, you know what you're getting from the start. That's my only concern. But I mean, if that's it, you know, as long as all this works out fine, and all of our tax return money just came in, so we're able to start really seeing this come together. All right, so here is my Disney kit for our weekend or our couple of days. I'm probably gonna do it in the middle of the week, but our couple of days in Paris Disney. And we have a bunch of functional stuff left over, some deco and some little flags, some washi, headers and littles, and the half boxes, quarter boxes, appointment labels, that kind of stuff. If I can figure out where I put my plastic. All right, so here is my little baggie, and I will put it all away for the trip. Yay! All right, so that is it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.